Hey ballers, welcome to These Balls Could Talk, the pod. Wow.
Are you okay?
Mark,
there?
that was terrible.
Oh no!
I think I gotta start that over. It's not a good time when you're choking on your own saliva. Anyway, let's try that again. Hey ballers, welcome to These Balls Could Talk, the podcast that's ready to embark on the Mac Jones era in San Francisco.
Woo!
This is Mark along with John and our producer Pete, and we're getting ready to discuss the latest in sports, tech, and pop culture. If you like what you hear or see, please like us or hit that subscribe button, or as someone on the show likes to say, tickle that little bell.
Oh yeah.
Tickle. Joining us tonight is the man who spends his free time running ultra marathons and whose wedding I still talk about fondly to this very day.
Legendary.
Please welcome back to the show our friend and 2/3 of us fraternity brother, Mr. Oak James Miller. What's going on, Oak?
Howdy, guys. Glad to be
It's a
back.
whole-
And yeah,
It's a whole tree of fraternity brothers.
Whole tree.
yes.
Oh right, yeah. You guys are
True.
That's three generations right here, isn't it?
He's a grandpa.
Yes.
Yeah, I just called you a grandpa.
I own that.
I'm totally not doing the wheel right now, you guys.
Probably
Amazing.
not doing the well. That's why I'm not really asking you how you're doing, because I knew what you were doing.
So wait a second. This is a non-refreshed
Don't just
wheel.
edit this out.
It is a non-refreshed wheel. No, we keep this in because it's fucking hilarious. That's why we keep it.
Anyway, John,
You're
how
giving
you been?
Oak a used wheel.
No, I fixed it. I made it a better wheel.
Okay.
Jamie and I are good. So we were watching House, right? And then we got into a part in season 2 that's really uncomfortable, and so we stopped watching House. And now we're just watching movies, and that's really interesting.
Okay.
We just watched the one with Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock, whose name escapes me, but it was pretty good. And I was looking for more movies, but I think I'm going to make her watch House again. She's standing right here.
Oh hi, Jamie.
She's waiting for her turn. Which is okay.
So funny enough, what are you watching House on? What platform?
Peacock.
On Peacock. The theme song is that you hear on Peacock is not the original theme song to the show.
What?
And I happen to they
changed
somehow
it?
lost the rights to that song because
That's kinda
it's a real song.
Whoa.
And I actually, like, the last time I streamed House, I was watching like the last season 8 with the original theme song, and then suddenly it changed, and that's how I found out about that.
It'd be
Mark,
funny,
it's
like,
such an interesting story.
be funny if you were watching real
So much
time and it
useless
changed.
information in my head.
So compelling.
If they were going to change it real
everything
time,
else
you'd
is
just be
pretty
doing it from
well.
scratch.
Work had their 50th anniversary, so we took a picture with 500 of my closest friends and put it on Facebook.
Ooh,
It was
wow.
fun. And
Where's Waldo?
was. So
Pete,
the
did
funny
you
story
find
about
John in that picture?
the funny story about
What was
that
with the
picture
two people with the jackets?
with the jackets.
There was two people wearing like red sweaters. Everybody else was like
Oh, no.
matching, and
People suck at
went
directions.
Are those like the OG people?
No, they just didn't care. But
If
like,
you work
so
at my sort
I'm
for
walking-
47 years, you get these red sweaters.
I'm walking it into the hotel in the morning, and I see the guy who's the social media manager, and the guy who I assume is the photographer for the event. I see them walking up to the top of the parking garage that's right there with a ladder, and my brain says, that's probably where they're going to take the picture. So we walk outside with 500 of my closest friends and my two coworkers, and we're just like, they're like, where do we go? And I'm like, well, just walk to the ladder, because that's probably going to be where they take the picture. And I just walk right up to the front, and dude's like, all right, stand on this line. And apparently, through photography magic, he knew that if he arranged us in kind of a shallow U, that the picture would come out looking like a square, and it did.
Wow. Knows his lens very well.
Knows his lens very well. Science.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, everything else is pretty good. I'm kind of just chilling. It's almost Jamie's birthday. Happy birthday, Jamie.
Happy birthday, Jamie.
Ooh, happy
I made,
birthday, Jamie.
I made hibachi reservations next week, and maybe possibly the little gentleman from Clifton Park is going to see his first flaming fireball.
He is-
Maybe, possibly.
Yes, he is quite
Are we gonna
possibly
play stats
attending.
on how he's going to react?
Jamie cried,
Probably terrified.
but Jamie will be holding him though. So
Oh, okay.
you're like 4.
Liam
Jamie, come defend yourself.
gets uneasy when like the wind picks up on the
Ooh.
playground.
Oh, I kind of wanted to have Jamie's first appearance on the. Well, I guess her first audio, because she's appeared on the podcast unknowingly multiple times.
Yeah, we have yet to hear her.
I did find a picture though from when Jamie was 5 at Hibachi, making a face like she didn't really believe the hibachi chef was really into it.
That was funny.
We'll see if we repeat that today.
It's
Anyway,
very, like-
that's enough.
That's fun though.
It was 5-year-old Jamie side-eye, which
It was.
I think probably was a normal occurrence. I just don't remember.
She did have a lot of
Getting
side eye
old.
when she was younger.
Okay.
Pretty much. Hey, Mark, what's going on with you, man? And also, I have to say goodnight to Jamie.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Yeah, I'll ramble on while you say goodnight. I actually had a date like immediately before the podcast.
Really? Whoa.
I was meeting up
Nice.
with it was kind of a blind date, although not.
Okay.
I mean, I was able to stalk her on Facebook. And this is so I bring this up because apparently I know her little sister. Like I used to work with her little sister. This is a Rhode Island thing. This happens all the time. Like
Say it again.
everyone
Rhode
just-
Island?
Rhode Island.
Everyone. Rhode Island.
Rhode Island? Is that a thing?
Rhode Island. I don't know.
Interesting.
That's the way my music teacher taught me how to speak with enunciation.
Okay then.
But yeah, it's it's a Rhode Island thing. So I happened to I knew her little sister about 15 years ago when I worked for JB Hunt.
Holy shit.
And I just happened to meet her today, and
Wait, stalking is a Rhode Island thing? Is this what we're saying?
I looked her up on Facebook because I knew what her name was. I mean, come on, we all do that, don't we? A little light stalking before we meet someone for the first time.
Gotta do a little bit of investigative.
Mark, it's so
sleuthing,
great
I
that
guess.
this isn't a publicly available podcast that we're talking on.
Come
Well,
on,
as long
I
as-
didn't mention any names.
As long
Gotta
as she's
keep
aware
our
of it.
kidneys. I get it, Mark.
Awesome.
Pete, how you been? And please
Good.
thank
So we achieved. Well, I'll start with. Excuse me, I gotta clear my throat. Apparently, my office, as you guys have known, is going under some crazy heavy construction and renovations and improvements. One of the things is a whole new block of offices on a section of the building that used to just be an open to the second floor, and now it's like full floor and a whole section where you walk in, there's like a window, there's some privacy walls, and then it splits off into two sides. One of them is the supervisor, is going to be one supervisor, and the other is mine, the other supervisor. So I get my own cool custom built office. It's already got a desk in there with like preset height adjustments, which is cool. I just got a new monitor. It's like a 4K QD OLED monitor to basically use to tell everybody why their shots are wrong and how to fix them. So we're going to be moving into that. The HVAC's done. They got to set up, run Ethernet wires and stuff. So next week is the move-in date for that. So that's exciting. And this other thing that just happened tonight, super exciting. So recently I taught Liam how to get me a beer from the fridge. I said, hey, Liam, can you get me a beer? And he knows. Okay, he goes to the fridge. So today he was super excited when I came home. He's like, hi, Dad. Like, hi, Dada. Runs up. I give him a hug. He like runs away for a minute. I'm like, oh, where'd he go? So Steph and I are talking in the kitchen, and all of a sudden I hear something like some rustling and some sounds. And then he runs over to me with an ice cold beer. He's like, here, Dad. I was like, what? You just did that unprompted. It's like, thanks,
Well,
dude.
beer makes Dad happy.
Yes,
Dad
it
loves his
does.
beer.
Very tasty after a run. And I got out running tonight, so it's good good day.
Oh, man.
So that's pretty much the gist of my story lately. We're getting ready for fall too, and football season is going on. How about that game? I don't know if I haven't even looked at your guys' topics yet, so I don't know if we're going to talk about it. But Sunday night was amazing.
Special, but I think that we'll probably wait to talk about how special it is.
Sounds like it. Stay tuned, everybody.
Well, I don't have a topic on it. It's just what's special.
Well,
I
I'm
thought-
sure
I
we'll
assumed
just
you
talk
would.
about it. Okay.
Oh, it'll be the first topic. Yeah, it'll be the first.
All right.
I
So,
should do my job, huh?
yeah.
Hey everyone, why did Micah Parsons bring a grill to the sideline?
I don't know.
Why, Mark?
Because he was cooking after all his sacks. It's time for warm up your balls.
Where's the fire? There it is.
I was clicking.
No, but you right on cue. You had the.
Oh.
I leave that in when you do that.
During this segment, Pete will spin the wheel that will randomly select a question for our guest to answer. Are you ready, Pete?
Let's do it. This is not a used wheel now. We've refreshed the wheel.
It's a fresh wheel.
Fresh wheel for our guest Oak.
So fresh and so wheel.
Here we go. Fresh wheel, fresh question. I can't talk. What? Okay, so the question is, what place is next on your vacation bucket list, Oak?
Ooh. Bucket list. I don't have a bucket list vacation booked right now.
And you just go the places you want to go.
No. I have a vacation planned, but it wasn't on the bucket list. But it meets the it's cool enough for an anniversary because as Mark alluded to, I have a big anniversary coming up in a few more months, and I knew it was imperative that I have something prepared.
Ooh, okay.
Australia would be like the next place that I want to go. That's like probably top of the bucket list. And when I get there, I need to go see Irving, for those that remember Irving.
Oh my God, Irving.
Yes.
So he's down in Australia right now?
Yes, he lives in Australia.
He's an architect, right?
He left tech. I don't know if he's an architect
Or he's like a
builds houses.
Yeah, like a building engineer.
Yeah, he calls himself like a tradie.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that's what they call themselves.
Huh.
But yeah, I think he's a builder down there, and he just loves it.
Last time I saw this
Cool.
man, he was driving away, showing me Freihofer's bread because he was so excited it was Italian and delicious. And I'm like, "Yup." That was after we opened a Friendly's to make sure he had Friendly's ice cream before he left.
Yep. Cheers to the guy who would get us free extra Chinese food by flirting in Cantonese with the waitresses there.
Well, he was like, "Eat this. What is it, Irving? Don't worry, you'll like it."
Yeah. But no, anytime it's like somebody whispers Chinese like three rooms away, and all of a sudden, "You ordering Chinese? I'll get us free shit. Let me call."
So funny.
Amazing. Wow.
I just booked a Mediterranean cruise for January. That should be nice.
Whoa. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Ooh, very
A friend
cool. Where do you
of
leave
mine
at?
is turning 40. We're going out of Rome.
Oh, that's so cool.
I think it's a little bit. So I don't know if have you ever gone on MSC, Oak?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a new cruise line I guess my friends really like, and so they invited a bunch of us to go cruising with them in the Mediterranean. It's 7 days and 6 stops. Which sounds like a lot to me, but because I would probably spend a whole weekend on each stop anyway. Definitely in Rome, definitely in Barcelona. That's one of the stops. But definitely
So
looking forward to that.
Did
trip.
a Baltic with them, and did a Baltic cruise with them, and it was basically like what you were saying, where every day you were hitting like a new place because stuff is so close that it's possible.
Right.
And
No
it
like
was just
days
like,
at sea kind of thing.
No.
Well, especially if you leave from the right place, right?
Yeah, I mean the Baltic's not
Like,
the largest sea out there, so I get that. Yeah, it's like a lot of great
Cruising
places
from New
close.
York because it's convenient, but when you cruise from New York, you lose a day.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't worry about losing that day because I like the ship. I like the ship days.
Unless it's like a cruise to Nova Scotia, but that's not quite as exciting.
But it is like you go from like 90 degrees in the Bahamas to like 75 degrees in like Virginia, and you're just like, this sucks a little bit.
Yeah.
Why is everybody in the hot tub?
Right. Why is everybody at the casino?
Are you spending a few extra days?
As of right now, I haven't booked my actual flight, so I actually kind of want. I mean, it's Rome. I gotta spend a day or two in Rome, right?
When in Rome.
When in Rome. Hey.
And in Rome. Hey. What a great segue to the next question, Pete.
Okay then. Wait, don't you guys want to hear where I want to go? No, I'm just kidding. That's fine. Costa Rica, Thailand, Mediterranean cruise as well, Mark, and bring Liam to Iceland because that place is fucking magical.
maybe the DR with your father-in-law, since we talk about this every week.
And
now.
yes, we're the vacation of the year wherever we go on their dime would be amazing. I'll take it.
I was gonna say, is he gonna pay for you too?
I'll take the warm weather and the fun.
Mal's master plan is a full Ford Companion Stefan vacation.
That would be nuts.
That theoretically will be happening next summer.
Coming next summer. All right, here we go.
It's epic.
Next question. Would you rather have unlimited free takeout or unlimited free gas?
That's not one of the questions
Takeout.
I gave you.
I think
I didn't just add
Well,
one, Mark.
It's so weird. Is that really what was embedded?
Yeah. Although, okay, I guess it depends though on whether or not you eat.
Oh, you
would you take out every day?
There's
like,
no predicates.
Because I knew you love to cook and grill and stuff too. So would that detract from the number of times you do take out per week? So what's more worth it to you, I guess? Or is just for the free takeout and more enjoyable? Okay, I got you.
Yeah, no, like that's your economics, Pete. Come on.
Well, I didn't know how much you drove either. So okay, there we go.
Oh, plus there's the places where you can get like not cooked food. So you could select like different menu things when you're like when you're wanting to cook or whatever. So
okay, that's true.
It was a Zero Mississippi.
Yeah,
something is weird because
answer.
that question is not in the link that I sent you, John.
I didn't just add it, bro.
I don't know, man.
That is so effing weird.
The wheel thinks for itself now.
I see vacation bucket list.
It's become sentient.
It probably has.
I mean, at this point, it's been around long enough.
There's ghosts in the wheel.
Ghosts in the
I'm
wheel.
also completely down with free takeout. I love ordering out.
I'm torn on it because I drive all the time, so the gas would be really, really a big savings. My work commute is like 90 miles a day.
I only started because of Dad. I mean, work's 9 miles away from me and 1 mile away from Melanie. So
yeah, you guys are pretty close. Yeah, we cook a lot at home, so like we'd probably do takeout like even if we had the free option, maybe at most once a week. So I'm not sure if it'd be as worth it.
That's like, I'm like, well, gas is probably $40 a week total. I'm like, I can easily get 2 entrees and an appetizer at Bobe.
I'm
over that.
Yeah, that's
Oak.
Yeah, depending on where you go.
Oak, here's the thing. They haven't actually started really ordering food for their third mouth.
Not yet. We have hit that status now.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Jamie and Stone are hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Hungry.
How much does this kid eat?
Hungry all the time. They're hungry.
He eats more than me now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, me too.
We call it Python mode because it's just like, how are you eating like an
where's
entire
it going?
gazelle?
And they're skinny.
Yeah.
They're skinny children.
I don't understand it.
They're just hungry.
It's mismetabolism like that.
Puberty.
He just got braces
right.
and was living on mashed potatoes. And he got home and he was like, I need food. I don't care if my teeth hurt. I need food.
Feed me, Seymour.
So much pizza. So much pizza.
Oh my god.
It's so sad when they can't talk with the braces in their mouth or they can't eat. They're just like,
Aw.
poor thing.
I'll tell you, man, the most satisfying thing when I don't know if you guys remember this, like Oak may not. I know John saw me go through this whole thing where I was missing these 2 bottom teeth. They just never were there. So I had a bridge put in high school. Well, that finally gave out. And so I was stuck without teeth for like 2 years, basically. They had to re-put braces on me as an adult, which sucked. But when I finally got the implants in, it took like multiple bone graft surgeries and all that stuff. It was horrendous. Super long surgery, got them in, finally got the crowns on. And like that day, I remember just buying the biggest apple I could find and waiting for Steph to come home. And she's like, how did it go? And I just went, that was the most satisfying bite I've ever had. Like, I was like, oh,
as long as the teeth didn't fall out, when you were doing that.
Rock solid.
You go.
Guys, Micah's so upset.
Oh,
Micah's an animal.
I started him this week. He's an angry man. Yes.
He's an angry man.
He's like,
so angry.
Fuck you, Jerry. He's probably imagining Jerry Jones on the face of every quarterback he's sacking.
Or just Jen Daniels.
Or that. Yeah.
I'm really glad I didn't start.
I think he just loves tackling people, which is good for his job.
Tackle and grapple. Next question.
Yeah. All right. Question 3. Maybe this will be a ghost question. Maybe it will be a real one. What stadium or arena is your favorite to visit? Was that a Mark question?
That's a last week question.
Last week question.
I think I know what happened. Yeah, that's last week's.
I can still answer that.
That's okay. We can still.
Yeah, go ahead, Oak.
Padres was really fun. Like I like how it's laid out. And you can just like walk into it, and like it's so easy to get out at the end. Like it's not like a ton of waiting. The food was good, and it was a fun stadium.
I can't imagine how nice those stadiums must be, like LA, San Diego, like those areas where you can just have them big and open to the air all year long. That's got to be amazing, yeah.
Well, that's what most
they
of
just
the
have like
stadiums are.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, your chances of not going in a blizzard are much better in San Diego, or basically zero.
Yeah. You're sort of.
I remember walking through Seattle and Washington and Colorado, and the inside, like where all the concessions are, look exactly the same. The stadiums, the inside look exactly the same now when they're newer, which is kind of sucks. Yeah,
that does kind of take some of the character out of it. Yeah.
Hey Pete, press F5.
Okay.
Again.
I did Control F5. It's like super refresh. Oh no. Sorry, you're seeing me refresh in real time and it's white now? What's going on? I'm just gonna keep hitting it until the wheel appears.
We're gonna do another question with the refresh wheel.
When it shows up, it's a blank screen right now, guys.
Yeah. Mark, your new wheel sucks.
Happened. This wheel is
Mark's new wheel is buggy.
The new wheel.
It's a white wheel.
It's the wheel we've been using for like a year now.
The wheel is gone. We lost it.
The wheel is gone. The wheel is gone.
I could hijack this part of the wheel to ask Oak my question that I had. If you guys,
go ahead.
Okay. So, as you all know, Oak being a returning guest of the show, he is an avid runner and keeps up with some running
Refresh
news.
it again.
What's up?
I fixed it.
You fixed it. Still wait to
It's all
me.
about live IT troubleshooting.
Oh, there it is. All right. Oh, you almost got. I'm still going to ask this question, but we'll do one more wheel first. Another tease. If you could live inside a fictional world, Oak, what would you choose?
In a world.
In a world that is
like
not
which
real.
world?
Yeah, like what fictional universe?
Westworld would be kind of fun, but I don't want to get killed by robots.
I was gonna say you might get killed there.
Like, I still struggle with the idea of coming back to life. What's that most recent movie for like the guy that was like decided to be cloned and he just like died over and over doing like shitty jobs?
Yeah. It's
Sounds
something
really
17.
familiar.
Yeah,
Agent 17?
yeah, but like there was times where he wasn't even like dead all the way, and they would just like throw him in like the incinerator,
Like recycler mode or whatever. Like spawn him again.
yeah.
Like what? I'm not. Oh no.
I'm not dead.
I'm not dead
I'm
yet.
not dead yet.
There you go. What about living in that world? Monty Python.
Oh god.
Holy Grail.
Only if you could be on the
I don't
French.
think- I don't
Only if you
think
could be part of the
I'm
French
wrong.
army in the castle. I fought in your general direction. I told them we already got one. Okay. So I guess Westworld, I mean, yes, you could get killed there, but then I was thinking like, okay, like Middle Earth, you probably get killed by some evil dragon or sorcerer or some asshole troll there too. So it's like every fantasy world is dangerous.
No,
What's
but here's
up?
the thing about
Yeah.
Westworld, and let's just take out all the rape and the
Not
murder.
talking season 3, season 4.
OG
No, season
Westworld.
one. Season one.
How about
But,
season
like,
one before all the robots became like self-aware and started
getting
murdering
caught
people?
up in a fully immersive, like real life experience adventure might be kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's
The first part where you're not dying, it's
really
pretty
fun.
solid. Yeah.
I mean, they're not allowed to kill the guests until they kill the guests. But like in the beginning, they're not allowed to kill the guests.
Right. Like imagine
That's kind of
The idea was good.
some like crazy
Jurassic Park.
Right. It always starts good. No, can you imagine like you're in Westworld, you're doing real time this big train heist and everything is like it's in the 1860s or something, and you know, riding horses up to there and I don't know, it just sounds cool. Like it's part of like
It was
every kid's adventures that they read about growing up.
until you get to the
it
murder.
was super plausible.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but if you look at these days, you would say that it's very plausible to see that and be like, rich evil people would take it to that level.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
They're probably already
Right.
there's probably already this separate area
There's
in the
no
middle of the
islands
desert.
or anything where they do that. Petey. Come on.
No islands ever.
Not on the books.
No.
The Deadliest Prey. They made a movie about that in the 90s.
Isn't that like what the Hunger Games was too?
The like hobos and stuff. Yeah. That's those were good. That was like a solid movie.
That was a good movie. Yeah.
Squid Game. That
There was
a-
always like the cool down on your luck guy who got there and had skills. And he like made all the hobos band together against the rich people.
There you
I
go.
should write a movie.
They should.
All right, we are at
Watch
time,
it.
but Pete, if you want to ask your question, unless you want to do it in your segment, that would be cool.
Well, we can keep the segment for power rankings. So this is like me like stealing some time for this topic.
That was weird, dude.
Was that official enough?
No, but it's okay.
All right, fine.
Ask Oak your question.
Okay. So, Oak, I have not been keeping up with the probably most famous or infamous, depending on which side you take, distance runner in the world right now, who is an absolute phenom. Dude is just like a freaking machine. Jacob Ingebrigtsen. I said that wrong. Ingebrigtsen. How do you say it? They say it so fast on TV, I never know.
Isn't it Ingebrigtsen?
Ingebrigtsen. That's right. Yeah, so I know last year he had a great season, and I haven't really been keeping up, but I know he's on the pace to try to set a couple world records here. So what's the story with him now?
So towards the end of the year, he ended up with some Achilles problems, which have kept him basically out of racing for the first part of the year.
Okay.
But this weekend, he's actually going to be racing, I believe, for the first time this year at the World Athletics Championships.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
he's saying he's solid, but you know, like who knows, right? Until
Yeah.
like the rubber meets the road. But it's also he's got big shoes to fill, so I don't think he'd be starting like if he was, you know, like kind of flaky.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I was
he's had the best. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say like I forget how young he is. He's still only 24. Almost 25.
He's got a kid like you.
It's probably the kid's probably already running a sub 5 minute mile.
Oh.
Wait, a kid like Pete's kid or a kid like Pete?
No, I think the child is young also. That's
Gotcha.
my point. I'm not wishing anybody like Pete on somebody.
Hey, wait a second. It's come right back around. Except now it's me with Steph Sass, so that's why we're screwed.
He does
There
have
you go.
sass.
He does.
He does have sass.
Yeah, he's my favorite like shit talker like in sports because he can normally back it up and just like destroy stuff. But the fact that he's had a trail of injuries recently, but I feel like unlike someone like Rupp, I think he'll actually come through the other side and continue performing. Like you said, he's not extremely old, so he's got a lot more to do. We're still only talking about track distance stuff right now, right? Like I would love to see what happens when he graduates to 10K in the half, right?
Mhm.
Like, it's going to be
Do you
ridiculous if he stays
Mhm.
somewhat healthy, right?
Do you think
Like,
that he's built to do that kind of stuff eventually? Is he just taking advantage
Oh, yeah.
of like young speed right now while he can do like the 1500 and 3000?
100%.
Okay.
You know, like the fact that he dominates it. Like it, you know, there's a few people that can kind of poke at him, but the fact that, you know, this weekend he's looking to race both the 1500 and the 5000. There's
Ooh.
people that just specialize in one of those.
One or the other.
Yeah, because they're very different
Those
races.
are two very different races.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I used to try to run my 5Ks like the 1500. So my first mile would be like 5 flat. I'd be like, oh, this is great. And then halfway through mile 2, I was like, what the fuck was I doing?
Yeah, it's
hard. It's hard to change your pace like that if you're
he's a
prepared for
tremendous
one.
athlete.
Yeah, he's nuts. Just folks, for those that don't know him, I mean, I'm sure you heard his name in the Olympics, but that's a little ways removed now. That don't keep track of like the regular track circuit. He ran a sub 4-minute mile at age 16. How was your mile time at age 16? Probably not under 4 minutes. This guy is.
I think I can bike a 4-minute mile when I'm going downhill.
This guy is an absolute genetically engineered freak of nature, and yes, he doesn't win all the time, but overall, it's like Tiger Woods of golf, right? He's not going to win every single tournament, but if you average it out over the last 4 or 5 years, he is dominant in the sport.
And he dominates in the really important races where he buckles down.
Mm-hmm.
He is definitely one of those folks that believes in the FAFO, you know, as far as like he'll mess around and see what he can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's actually it. We saw it backfire actually in the Olympics where was it Cole Hawker
100%
was patient. Ingebrigtsen went out too hard and he didn't have a kick, and Hawker's like, oh, I could win, and he did. And that there was a lot of trash talking before that mile too, or that 1500.
It was a huge amount, and it was probably the largest focused blow up that he's ever had.
Yeah, I remember that
was during that race. But he turned around, and I think it was 2 weeks later. I think it was Diamond Leagues, and he just like ripped the field apart because he went to normal technique and just killed everybody and outkicked them. He was trying something new, and it didn't work. But
I guess you got to give him.
It takes some stones to do that.
Sure.
In the Olympics.
Yes. Oh shoot! I had one other question. I totally forgot about it.
Who's going to do that in the Super Bowl? Right?
You don't get any more questions.
Let's try something.
We're out of time anyway.
Okay.
You don't get any more. You don't get any more questions.
Okay. This is like 2 second.
No.
Beer mile. Oh, have you done it? Would you do it?
No.
You have to chug a beer at the beginning of each lap.
Never again.
Okay.
Never again.
Never
You're
again.
giving up time, man.
So bad.
Okay. Sorry, I'm wasting way too much time, but that was awesome. Thank you, Oak.
We would like to thank one of this
indulging me.
week's fake sponsors, Mug Life.
No.
A smart mug that tattles when your coffee gets cold.
We still gotta do.
We're not up to
Mug
that
Life.
yet. We're not up to that
We're
yet,
not
Mark.
up to that yet.
We still gotta do power.
That
rankings.
wasn't Pete's segment.
I'll be really quick.
That wasn't Pete's segment.
Sorry, I'll be really
No,
quick.
That's why I'm yelling at him. That's why
I'm getting
yelling
yelled at.
him.
I'm so sorry. I had to
Wasn't
indulge
Pete's
myself for that. It's
All
we
right.
don't get Oak on every day. I want to talk running sometimes. All right. So sorry,
and now
guys.
we hand things off. And now we hand things off to Pete for his returning segment.
Sorry. Mighty Morphin Power Rankings! The quick version. Okay.
45 minutes into the show.
Yes.
I haven't even started yet.
That's fine. We're all fine.
Fine.
Okay.
We don't talk to Oak enough.
Yeah. So, guys, if this was a QB power rankings list, it would be Josh Allen and Buffalo first and 2 through 32nd somewhere on page 5. But what a comeback. My gosh. We're going to talk about that later, so we'll tease that again. That said, unfortunately, teams have other players on them, and you actually need to use all of them. So because of that, the Ravens are still number 1 in this list because they have the best overall NFL roster top to bottom. And honestly, guys, before it was 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, they looked like the best team in football.
They can't put away people in big games.
Yeah.
They just can't. They
Not
don't
all
know
the
how.
time, but Well, we'll see what happens.
No, all the time.
I know.
All
We'll
the time.
We'll see what
Every
happens
time.
in January.
Every time they're in a big game in the fourth quarter, the Ravens can't win.
Well, hey,
Proven.
I'm going to give him some faith right now. Keeping him at 1. We'll see what happens.
Yes, I agree too.
Yes. The Eagles stumble a bit and almost lose to a weaker opponent. A Micah Parsons-less Dallas almost took them out. So I feel like the Eagles don't get the benefit of staying number 1, even though they're the defending league champs, because their defense looks a little shoddy. They've lost some players and they have some holes they got to figure out.
And their offense. I mean, sans Saquon Barkley.
I think their offense is going to be fine though. Like Hurts,
Besides Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and the best offensive line in football,
and AJ Brown.
AJ Brown caught 1 pass for 8 yards. Pete,
They'll figure it out.
1 pass for 8 yards.
Dallas defense actually showed up to that one game, but they could stop Plan A and Plan B, but Plan C was Jalen Hurts running amok, and they couldn't. Stop that.
Can't stop them all. So, guys, Green Bay, holy crap, they're looking amazing. And the Chiefs though dropping down to 5 because they look kind of ordinary.
Bad.
Yeah.
Well, and Rashee Rice is injured and suspended, and Xavier Worthy is injured, and
yeah, they got some problems,
killing
guys.
people on their own team, and
They don't look like the tour de force of the NFL anymore. But we'll see what happens.
Hollywood Brown.
Watch me eat my stupid words. All right. But kudos to the Chargers for rocketing into the top 10 with that win over the Chiefs. You showed up in Brazil. Below that, there's a lot of shakeup, you guys. Look at this. The Chargers get a nice bump up to 9. I didn't move the Rams, Commanders, or Broncos. I feel like they just kind of stayed about where I expected them to be with their performances. Same with the Bucks. Lions, a little disappointed. Bengals, a little disappointed.
Very disappointed.
Yeah. I gave them the benefit of the doubt and only dropped them a little bit.
Coordinators matter, John.
They do. Their offense does not look good. But we'll see. Maybe they can recover.
I mean,
Not look good either.
Hold, please. Point of order. The Bears also look terrible.
They do. I dropped them a spot too.
I wouldn't say they look terrible. I thought the Bears looked better than the Lions.
One defensive touchdown, so not even all offensive touchdowns. 1 pick 6.
I will say I had the Bears down 2, and it would have stayed that way except for news update. The 49ers have lost Brock Purdy for multiple weeks and are now starting Mac Jones. So my scenario from the end of season 8 is starting to happen. That's exactly how I predicted the season would go. Somehow Purdy gets hurt, Mac Jones starts, but we haven't got to the part where Mac Jones suddenly becomes like the second coming of Tom Brady. So we'll see if that happens.
Or Sam Darnold from 2024.
Or that. Yes, we'll see.
My first disagreement is that
Okay.
the Bucks look better than the Commanders. Actually, the Bucks look really good.
The Bucks do look very good. And
the Commanders probably look worse than the Broncos and the Chargers. The Commanders did not look good.
No.
Well, okay, guys.
The Broncos did not look very good.
This is not taking into account what's happening live tonight. So,
No, I'm talking about last week. The Commanders played the Giants, and obviously they beat them. The Giants are terrible, but like they didn't beat them badly.
No, but I mean, we talked about how the Giants should, on paper, have a great defense. So I thought that might have been the reason. Okay, we'll get there. Okay. Kudos to the Vikings. They were literally the tale of 2 completely different quarterbacks and teams in the first and second half of that game. Yeah, and is it McCarthy? What's his name? JJ McCarthy. Dude, he was like struggling, losing, and all of a sudden he's like, I know Kung Fu. And then he was amazing after that.
I mean, he's like 23. His first 2 quarters, he had to shake the nerves off.
It was so cool, though. You saw him figure it out in real time. That was super exciting.
Is the guy they drafted, the guy who won the national title in Michigan. Yep. That's JJ McCarthy.
Yep. Honestly. You're right. I think it just took a half of football to be like, oh yeah, this is how you play this again.
And like they really you hear them talk. I mean, obviously they won, so they were all excited. But you hear them talk about JJ McCarthy, and they're convinced.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Justin Jefferson with all his bling on, talking about how JJ's the guy and how he was inspired by him. This like tiny little child man.
Yeah. Quick question: who has shinier teeth, Jefferson or Lamar?
Who has a better grill?
Who has the better grill? Teeth grill. Because, man, in HDR and Sunday Night Football, you'd see every time they would do a close-up of Lamar Jackson, it was like bling, 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 like specular highlights popping on my TV at like 800 nits for just reflecting diamond teeth. I'm like, oh my God. It's like, okay.
I don't know about that, but I watch Countdown on ESPN, and Rex Ryan is on that. He has got the whitest teeth I've ever seen.
Those teeth are seriously like not human. I think they actually glow. So the only other big-ish move up was the Colts. Surprising, did very well considering they had a great.
How are the Dolphins not the worst team?
They're the
Dolphins
second
are the worst.
because the Saints are the worst team until they prove otherwise.
The Saints.
I'm pretty sure the Dolphins proved that they were the worst team.
They moved down 3 spots to 31, and they were already pretty low.
Daniel Jones look like Peyton Manning.
They did.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to, for my sanity, believe that his 118 QB rating and his first time in the NFL records for scoring every drive and all the other crazy shit he did was because Miami's terrible. I have to believe it.
We'll see.
Oh, we're going to talk about that too.
All right.
Trying to think, who are the Colts playing? I know they're. Hold on. Colts are playing
side-
Denver.
Side note,
Daniel Jones
Johnson had
facing
20
a very good defense this week.
Juwan Johnson, tight end on the Saints, had 22,000 pickups in fantasy this week. He's one of the highest touted waiver guys. Carl Granderson on New Orleans had like 4 sacks. They look kind of good. They look kind of good.
They have talent on the
wild.
team. Kamara's still good. Like, it's just.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara is still a formidable running back.
I'll take a steal this from Buffalo Sports Radio of who's the quarterback though. So until they figure that out, they're 32.
Still rather have Spencer Rattler than Daniel Jones.
Yeah, and apparently
sure.
Tua in this case with how bad Miami is looking. Oof. All right.
And what's his face is a wife beater too, right?
Which one? There's probably several of those.
Tyreek Hill's spouse just filed charges against him.
Oh shit.
Well, no, this. She didn't file charges. This happened to come out in the divorce proceedings that they're going on right now.
Yikes.
I mean, it
There
doesn't
are no
make him.
Dude's kind of an asshole.
There is an NFL
And
investigation.
by kind of, I mean
Doesn't make him
completely
not an asshole.
No, he's a complete
True,
asshole.
and he's actually, I believe he's actually been accused of domestic violence in the past too.
Yeah, isn't there like video footage of this? Of him like beating somebody up in an elevator, or is that somebody?
No,
or was that
not
Kareem
him.
Hunt?
That's Kareem Hunt.
I can't keep track of all the freaking domestic abusers in the NFL. They get a free pass, but heaven forbid if they smoke one drag of weed. Like, what the fuck?
No, NFL doesn't care about weed anymore.
Oh, they don't? Oh, okay. I thought they cared about weed because they were like getting sponsored by
Get to the
drug
bottom.
companies. Anyway,
Get to the bottom of the list, buddy.
we're pretty much at the bottom of the list at this point. I gave kudos to the Colts. Sorry, John, your Giants dropped 3, but I'm keeping
We're
them
gonna
at
talk about
26. We're gonna give them one more chance. And
No, they suck.
and to the bottom they go if they fail that until they decide to start Dart. Then the real questions begin.
Jackson Dart.
That's all I got, guys. You can take a look at these on www.iftheseballscouldtalkpod.com/NFL-power-rankings. There, it's the exact URL right there. Yep. And if you agree
We
or
would like to
disagree,
thank one of this week.
sorry, if you agree or disagree, let us know.
We would like to thank one of this week's fake sponsors, Mug Life, a smart mug that tattles when your coffee gets cold. Mug Life, respect the brew. All right, everyone, shall we kick off the shindig?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we were all born. This may be a repeat of a year, but we were all born in 1981, so this is the songs from 1981.
Ooh.
Don't you want first topic? Don't you want it? Oh. So as a follow-up to the late-breaking news we reported last week, the NFL season kicked off after a fun-filled long weekend. All of our hometown teams made headlines with their performances, although some were better than others, and we'll get into that a little later. So everyone, what do we want to overreact about NFL Week 1?
So much, you guys. So much. Let's see. The Giants are bad. Daniel Jones is good.
Yeah, all overreactions.
Who gets fired
All
first?
overreactions. No.
Mike
I mean,
Mike
to be
McDaniel
honest,
or Brian Dable?
The Bills are definitely going to win the Super Bowl.
Well, slow down now. They got a lot of problems.
I mean,
Yeah,
41 points.
what's wrong with the Bills, Pete? Aside from they can't stop anyone.
Their linebackers,
Ed Oliver.
their linebackers and safeties are too slow and can't tackle.
Except for Ed Oliver.
Ed Oliver saved them on defense, honestly.
And Oliver did save.
Actually,
that would be a totally different game if he didn't strip Derrick Henry.
Supposedly, for those that are much smarter at football stuff than I am, who watch the All 22 and like film breakdowns, they said Joey Bosa looks fresh and good.
He did one really big thing, right? I heard them remember them saying his name, but I was only half watching.
He had like one splash play, but he was all over his assignment pretty much the entire night.
Listen,
it's just the problem is you can only do so much against Lamar freaking Jackson. He's a superhuman.
Being a Joey Bosa owner for many, many years, he is good, and then he gets injured.
Yeah, so let's hope that doesn't happen.
Pete, I want to know what your thoughts are on Keon Coleman.
He had a good night.
Keon fucking Coleman.
So I'm a little more excited going into year 2 with him than I was year 1.
Josh looks like he trusts him.
Yeah, so he buckled down big time over in the offseason and trained his ass off. He literally, I think his quote was, "My rookie season was trash," and was not happy with himself. And now basically the only thing that we lost though with this guy
his coach at Macy's
is he's no longer fun to interview. He was such a goofball and funny in his rookie year, and now when everybody talks, he's just like, "Yo, I just want to help my team." So he's like super serious Keon now.
Here's the thing that I brought to Pete about Keon Coleman.
But he had a great night.
I mean, Ed Oliver won that game, but so did Keon Coleman, right? They don't win that game if he doesn't catch that tip.
The deflected tip pass, yeah.
Off a deflection, deflection.
Right. They don't win. That doesn't happen.
Right.
So, I mean, and that's what they kind of got him for.
That was fourth down.
That was fourth down. Yeah, it was fourth down.
Yeah.
They got him to be big and to catch the ball. And he was in the right place at the right time. Literally the reason he has a job.
Yeah.
Now he still made that bump. He still made that bumblehead route mistake and ran out of the end zone for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I think
kind of just a bumblehead mistake.
Right. So he's not going to get any faster. He's not fast. But what he could do better is run better routes. And I'm hoping that he learns.
Isn't the fastest.
No,
he was able to.
Neither was Jerry Rice, and he's still the best wide receiver of all time. I mean,
if Keon stays big and strong and Josh stays Josh, I think he's going to be really good.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like Keon would be useless on any other team other than the Bills and Ravens, and or any other team that the quarterback can routinely buy themselves 7 seconds without getting sacked to force their receiver.
All right,
open.
and here's a really interesting question from this game that we're talking about.
Okay.
Can anyone stop the scheming of Baltimore?
You saw how hard that was. I mean, the Bills have some issues on defense, but they're not league worst. Like Baltimore is going to do that to a lot of teams this year.
Not only is Lamar fast, Derek fast. They're both strong. They're both smart. And if the run happens to break down, which it almost never will, there's so many weapons.
Well, it did kind of break down in the last minutes of the game because Baltimore went 3 and out on that last drive, and then you had the
fumble,
as well. So like Baltimore did figure something out like late in the game to stop the Baltimore.
I mean,
the Bills.
This is like
they did say
like
they made adjustments. Yes,
you can't think that
a little late, but they did.
A guy who hits 4 home runs a game and then strikes out had a bad game. I mean, he ran for over 200 yards and like 3 touchdowns.
He had a great game, but it was a pivotal fumble.
By the way, guys, just to remind you,
sorry for my throat here.
Derrick Henry is still a top 3 running back in the NFL.
Yeah.
John likes to remind us about that.
Just to remind you.
All right, John, you were right.
I've been saying for 2 years.
He's an absolute freak of nature. So, this guy is first of all, let's put it this way. I think he's 6'4", 250 pounds, runs a sub 4 40-yard dash at the combine. He is now 31 years old. He is bigger, stronger, and faster than he was when he first entered the league. shows zero signs of slowing down. And literally, like, once he gets moving, not only does he outrun people, but if anyone does happen to take an angle on him and try to get in his way, like, there was a Bill safety who's not small. Like, Cole Bishop is also like 220. Derrick Henry literally took him and just went boop and just knocked him down.
Him
just literally
with his arm.
No, he dribbled him like a basketball. He went boop, and the guy bounced off the ground and was then like super pissed. He's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
He did.
He literally went boop and just bounced him off the ground. That was it. He's like, bye-bye.
Derrick Henry trains, and he still trains running with the rope uphill.
Oh, that was a giant chain, John, not a rope.
Right, yes.
A giant chain up a steep hill sprinting.
Is a fucking monster.
Yeah. Like,
it's a monster.
What the heck?
But 31's too old.
So there's
not for
two
him,
games
apparently.
that games that I'm looking.
I guess that's my overreaction, Mark. That Derrick Henry is the best running back in football.
There's two. I don't think that's an overreaction at all. There's two games that the Ravens have in the upcoming schedule that are going to be really good tests. One of them is against the Vikings. I believe that is week. 14, 15, 12.
Well, Blake Cashman's out to week 7.
Oh yeah,
Blake
that's
Cashman
a big loss.
on the IR as of today.
Week 17 though, they are facing the Packers. That should be a pretty good.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be rough.
I kind of want to talk about. I kind of want to talk about my Patriots a little bit. I was very disappointed in the offensive game plan. Josh McDaniels just wanted to pass the ball a little too much, and he didn't really. They didn't make any adjustments. I felt like. I mean, you have two very good running backs in your backfield, and you barely use them.
Yeah, you use them. You should especially use the rookie a lot, so I can get points from my fantasy team.
I mean, it just didn't make any like. The passing game was kind of working. They did a lot of play action, and it was working because the Raiders thought that they were gonna run the ball, and then when they finally realized, oh, you're not gonna run, so we're just gonna rush you, and that's when they got into trouble with getting to Drake a couple times. But they didn't run the ball at all. Like it was very disappoinning.
So the Raiders adjusted, but the Patriots didn't.
Yeah, I felt that I was a little disappointed in the defense too, but then they were missing their number one cornerback, Christian Gonzalez. So I'll give them a pass because it was week 1, and you're missing your best player. But I was disappointed in the Patriots, definitely.
Have you like changed your win total, or are you just saying like chalk it up to week 1? They're still young, they're growing.
I'm going to chalk it up to week 1. I did actually in my when I picked the season, I did pick the Patriots to win. Although congratulations to Pete Carroll being the oldest coach to ever coach in the NFL. It's almost 74. He's about to turn 74 years old.
That's nuts.
And he was the oldest man to coach an NFL football game.
He's still got the energy though.
Can't imagine having the energy for that.
I don't know. He's speaking of freaks of nature. He looks like he's 10 years younger, like the way he moves around and the energy he's got at least.
You probably don't drug test coaches though.
Yeah. Oh, and
that's it.
Right. Yeah.
No, that's it. 5 minutes, baby.
Amazing.
You probably don't drug test coaches.
I love it.
Sing me a song, Mark.
It's next topic, yup. It's next topic, yup. We'll never stop, never stop, never, never, never stop.
Interesting songs in 1981.
So I know you guys have been waiting, and surprise, surprise, we're going to do it. In a week where Daniel Jones found himself the best quarterback in football with a 118 QB rating, scoring on all 7 Colts drives, the Giants are up to their same old tricks. They looked hapless and confused, and at one point missed 7 straight times in the red zone. They only used their first-round pick phenom Abdul Carter on half the snaps, and the scary front four that we've been talking about all offseason were never on the field at the same time. I saw one clip today where they were obviously showing that they were expecting the blitz, and there's just Abdul Carter sitting in the middle of the field like as a spy. So they just passed. Shane Bowen is an idiot. I think that was kind of my bottom line. So now that the jerks have given me hope, does the addition of Jackson Dart or really anything else make the Giants better with their current coaching staff and front office? Or are we the problem?
We're believing in them.
No, I mean, like, I'm the problem, it's me. Like,
Oh.
are the Giants the problem?
I
Is
see.
Daniel Jones good at football?
Well,
no.
we do talk about the Jets this way a lot, where it's just quarterbacks, no matter how good they actually are, just go there to die. But I don't think the Giants are as big of a problem as that. Like, they're not Cleveland, they're not the Jets. Sorry, Cleveland and Jets fans, or
With the Jets?
Jaguars. Actually, the Jets look pretty good right now, but that's an exception to the norm of the last 10 years. Yeah, I don't know. I guess what are they doing? Not putting
So,
your best four in the
Their
field
defensive
ever.
game plan disappointed me.
And
that
that's
defensive
really-
game plan disappointed me. Having the front four not be on the field
Right.
at all during the game.
I would hope that the higher management and like the ownership talks to them and is like, what the hell? Like,
And I mean, there were like these moments of really brightness. Like, I'm like, Spider Burns is totally juking guys onto the ground, and every time the Carter was in, he was breaking through and causing pressure. He blocked a punt. He blocked a field or a punt. I mean, but to spend so much capital on a third pick in the whole draft, and you don't play him every snap, I just don't understand. And Dable's being so
He's being too cautious.
dodgy about his thoughts about Jackson Dart that it just doesn't seem like he's serious. And I thought maybe Mark could get into this. So Shane Bowen is a Mike Vrabel acolyte, and it just seems like he's bringing a lot of that, like,
the Patriot way.
yeah, that like overly schemed, very, very cautious zone defense with the team that probably shouldn't be playing zone, right?
Well, I mean, the Patriots did that with man defense, not with zone defense. So it's interesting the fact that this guy does sound like he's trying to make a name for himself with zone defense instead. But does he necessarily have the roster to do that kind of like scheme? It doesn't appear to be. You have a very formidable front four. Why aren't you using it?
Right.
And I kind of listen. I get Abdul Carter. I get him not playing every single snap because this was his first real NFL game. He never played a full NFL game in the past. It does take some time. I mean, you saw with Micah.
Yeah, but isn't that what preseason's supposed to be for rookies?
They don't play. The starters don't play in the preseason.
I feel like you should still
Does
play
the
your
loss
rookie
of Micah
starters.
McFadden, one of the Giants starting linebackers, Micah McFadden, does the loss of him on the first play, does that change the way they were schemed? Does that because
I mean, it could. We'll never know the whole.
Strength out.
Are you saying the defense revolves around Micah McFadden? I don't think so.
I'm not saying that the defense revolves around Micah.
Like
McFadden.
he's a good player, but you don't.
I'm more saying that
around him.
Right. I guess
you
if
take
John
this defense that has been sort of training together, and you throw in a guy who really didn't play that much.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you don't have the depth to just plug and play replace him, then you may have to change your scheme a bit.
It definitely seemed to me that the Giants didn't have a good scheme. They overlooked the defense of they faced the Commanders, right? Yeah. I think they overlooked the Commanders' defense. Personally, I did too. I didn't think the Commanders were going to have any kind of defense. But Russ just looks old right now.
He does.
How many years have I been saying this?
Do you think that game would have been any different had Jameis Winston been the starting quarterback?
Yes.
I mean,
so that's a question you have to ask yourself.
You'd have 4 times the touchdowns and 4 times the interceptions, and it would be way more fun.
They would have gunned, man. They would have gunned.
YOLO.
I mean, Leak was totally
I felt really
having
bad
his
for
way.
Malik Neighbors. Yeah.
But he was having his way with his coverage. He was open a lot.
Did you hear his response to, I guess, him getting some criticisms for how he looked on the sideline? He's like, yeah, I guess they've told me I need to smile more.
So the man can't wear his emotions out in the field.
No, I mean, he was upset. And he was upset. He was upset. He definitely yelled at Dable.
I know.
They had like a whole little like bro out moment.
I believe Neighbors was targeted a lot. He just wasn't throwing a lot of catchable balls, right?
Right. I feel like I'd be more frustrated if that was the case.
What's funny, Oak?
Oh, just the
you
smile.
You like the phrase "catchable balls"?
Oh, that too.
Indeed.
Oh my God. Catchable balls. We got to be done.
That's the
20
show
seconds.
name right there. Yeah.
I'm ready. Oh my God, the show name. Remember it.
Yes.
I'm titling it now. I'm titling it now, so I don't have to do it later. Catchable balls.
There you go. There you go. That's what the Giants need, more catchable balls.
More catchable balls. Everybody needs that. The world to be a better place.
Do we?
I mean,
all right. Sing me a song, Mark. Got to make up that extra time.
I'll expose you, 'cause I knows you, and my words will just implode you. I'm ferocious, and I know just what it takes to make you pro-blush. All my boys know I'm that guy. Yes, it's next topic time.
so I think 1981 was the year where
Right,
every genre of music from before, like, you know, the good stuff in the 90s and like after the good stuff in the 60s and 70s, everything just kind of went shpoof. And they just tried putting everything in every song.
How are my levels on that? Did I clip it all?
No,
It was great.
could hear you clearly the whole time.
I noticed I redlined a little bit, so I backed off.
And
my
I-
mic.
And you sang it well. I still don't know what the song was.
It's Betty Davis Eyes.
Okay, I must have forgotten about that one. I'm sorry.
Apparently, that was the
We'll
number
check
one
your-
song of 1981.
Wow.
Guys, do you know us talking about the how bad the Dolphins are has 508 views on YouTube right now?
Oh, it's got more than that.
Amazing.
It's over 800 now.
No, I think
Lot
we're
of
over 800 plus 30 days.
Disgruntled Miami fans, yo.
Yeah. Anyway,
We are approaching the end of the MLB season with about 2 weeks to go. Now, should things stay where they are, both the Red Sox and Yankees will make the playoffs. And while neither team is really looking like the favorite to come out of the AL, as most of us know, as long as they make it to the dance, then they have a shot. Still, some opponents are scarier than others. So, everyone, what teams should scare the Red Sox and Yankees in the MLB playoffs?
well, the Detroit Tigers scored 20.
Tigers.
But the Tigers scored.
They won today. They
24
won today.
Yes, I saw that. But in the 2 games before that, the Tigers scored 24 points. 24 points. Against, I would assume, like a workable bullpen, even though they give me such agita, those motherfuckers. Agita all
Agita,
day.
The word.
Yeah,
for us
agita.
right there. Wow.
I thought I saw that the Yankees in the last month and a half have their bullpen ERA is over 5.
I mean, the Yankees in the last month and a half have probably the best record in the American League besides this little skid against the Tigers. They've been looking great. I thought for a while when they were like, they won 2 against against Toronto, that they might even, flirt at catching them.
It's a small lead, actually. Both the Sox and the Yankees are like, I think it said 2.5 games behind the Blue Jays.
Three and 3.5 right now. So
3.5.
the top of the American League is 84 and 63, the Tigers, and the lowest playoff.
Actually, Blue Jays are
team
84
right-
and 62 according to this.
Well, the Tigers, I'm just for the 1 seed. The Tigers
Oh,
are the
yeah.
1 seed. The Blue Jays
Okay.
are the 2 seed. And the rest of the teams that are going to make the playoffs, the lowest one has 68 losses. So, I mean, the difference between 62 losses or 62 losses and 68 losses is only 6 games. And there's
What? Sorry, guys.
There's 146. There's 16 games left in the MLB season.
I briefly glanced at the standings, and I think it's wild. With 2 weeks to go, a little bit more than 2 weeks to go in the season, as of this taping, only 2 teams have been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
That's
wild.
that's
2
a
out
tight
of
race when you look at
32.
it. Yeah. Wow.
Well, there's also not a big dominating team. This will be another year where not one single team will get over 100 wins. Even the Brewers that were so hot, they just recently got swept, and it doesn't look like they're going to get 100 wins either. The best team in the majors might get as many as 95 wins, which would be, I believe, the lowest in the last 20 years.
So the Brewers
20 years,
have
yeah.
the Brewers are the best team in the majors right now, and they have 100 and what is that? 130, 144. They have 18 games left to play. So 18 games left to play, 4 losses in that 18 games.
Well,
They're probably not.
I think it was like 11-4 or something like that they had to go for the rest of the year, which is a lot for the end of the year.
It's a lot of wins. It's a lot of wins.
A lot of wins.
I think this is what baseball wanted, though. Like we've been talking about
More
it.
parity, you think?
They want more teams to make it, and they want more 80-game winners. They want more teams in the show, because if more teams are in the show, then more tickets get sold and more people watch the games.
But remember how you were so butthurt about the
each
Dodgers?
game matter more, right? Too, than if you have a way more closer standings.
Well, it is so interesting how the Dodgers have they haven't fallen
You thought
apart.
the Dodgers are going to win every single game, and they're barely winning their own division.
Yeah, they're 5-5 in their last 10.
See what's going on in the National League, and you have these juggernaut teams like the Dodgers. They have the Mets. The pitching is sort of falling apart
because they're old.
Like league-wide, you're saying, or specifically in that?
Their specific.
Oh, Dodgers. Okay.
Their specific pitching rotation has fallen apart. The Mets never had one. The Dodgers had one, but they all got hurt. I mean, pitching wins baseball. I said in what was it, a week before the season started, that the Yankees were going to struggle with their starting pitching, and they struggled all summer. I think they won 4 games in June and July. I mean, like,
yeah, they slumped for a while, didn't they?
I'm very excited about the potential of the Red Sox, though, because the Red Sox are a young team, and they seem to be streaky. There's 2 pitchers that were just recently called up, Peyton Tolley and Connolly Early. Both of them are power left-handed pitchers, and Early had 11 strikeouts in his debut. Tolley, by the way, has probably one of the better mustaches in the major leagues too. By the way,
well, I mean that also obviously affects his performance.
This kid only spent like a year in the minor leagues, which is unheard
better than
of.
Trent Grisham.
It's unheard of.
I mean, he had too much mustache for the minor leagues. Clearly,
maybe. But I mean, it's refreshing to see this. I mean, you have 3 essentially power lefties potentially in your rotation. You got Garrett Crochet, Peyton Tolley, and Connolly Early, the 2 young bucks with the maybe Cy Young winner. He's probably going to lose it to Skubal, but I mean, wouldn't you love that rotation, John?
I mean, I'm pretty happy with Luis Gil and Cam Schlitter. Talking about youth. And they both look great. Schlitter's a hard-throwing lefty. Like the power of a hard-throwing lefty is very good. I'm very, very excited about him.
But you're absolutely right. Going back to the question, the Tigers definitely scare me. Like, I don't want to face the Tigers in the playoffs. There's just a lot of their pitching is too good, and their offense is pretty clutch. So
yeah.
But if
hopefully they blow out the play-in team.
You never know.
Hopefully it's not us. I would like to keep the number 1 wildcard seed, so I play one of the interior teams.
I think the only team in the NL that scares me is the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber is amazing right now. He is potentially going to be the NL MVP. Although people are saying Shohei Ohtani will still be the MVP just because he pitches and he bats.
I like Shohei much better. That's a better name.
Isn't it? Yeah. But his numbers I don't think are as good as Schwarber, and like the Phillies would not be where they are without Schwarber. That's for sure.
Right on time.
Perfect.
Cool.
Hooray.
Hold on, I had to take a shrink. All right.
Did you say a drink or a shrink?
He said a shrink.
Shrink. That's some good scotch right there.
Shrink.
Hey, ready?
Yep.
It's next topic. Give me a reason. This is all night long. It's next topic. That's the stroke, by the way. I don't know if you guys would have gotten that.
Stroke.
The song sounds very familiar.
That one.
All right.
Thank you, Oak.
Oak, I need one for you, man. So do you want the Phillies Karen, or do you want the Olympics? It's up to you, man.
Let's go with the Karen. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right, guys. So I'm sure we've seen this. Adults behaving badly at sporting events, especially to children, have been put on notice recently by the internet. So before the one we're going to talk about, a Polish CEO was caught on video snatching a hat that tennis star Camille, and Mark, tell me if I said this wrong, Majerzak tried to hand a young boy. And more recently, we have all heard about the Philly fan who berated a father and his young son after feeling like he took a home run ball from her at Lone Depot Park in Miami.
Oh my gosh.
His constant, instant video keeping people more honest and aware of their behavior? Or is it creating more viral moments that the Marlins staff certainly reacted to for their benefit, causing what could have been just another jerk at the ballpark to turn into something that we're all talking about?
To answer your question about is
Definitely think it's number 2.
What do you say?
I definitely think it's number 2. I do not think people think about video being available, so creating better behavior. These are ones we're catching are the people that are just terrible people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Not a sporting event,
think-
but it certainly caught the CEO at the Coldplay concert. That's exactly what I had the same thought, Mark.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There was a giant fight in LA at the Rams game, and like there was like 7 people who got into a brawl in the upper decks. Saw
man.
that. I just like. God.
Did you see a fan, a Bills fan, like slapped one of the Ravens in the head, and then like even like touched Lamar, and Lamar said,
Lamar Jackson
"Hell no!"
pushed,
Lamar shoved him back into the stands,
and
nobody blames.
he
Like I don't blame
now-
Lamar for that. Like, what are you doing?
He has been banned from every single NFL stadium.
Really?
And
Oh wow. Yeah, you
Pagula
don't
said
fuck with
that
the
he would
players.
pay
Come
his
on.
fines. If he got fined, Pagula said he would pay it. I think
Wow.
that happened too.
Jeez.
If you go back like 20 years, like the big thing from like viral moments was catching people kissing, right?
Yep.
They would scan the audience and zoom in on somebody either making a funny face or kissing or something. Now it's very much more like the sensationalism that we get, whether it's fights or people just being terrible humans.
Now, can we talk about how the Miami staff reacted so quickly, saw the video, realized they needed to do something, collected a prize pack for this kid. The kid got to meet the players. He got a signed bat. Like, how did that moment?
Well, keep in mind, he
camera?
was a Phillies fan. And
Right.
so, yeah, they did that for a fan of the opposite team, too.
Wow.
Because
That's
they knew.
pretty great.
I feel
And,
like there's contingency plans. Yeah.
Right, like they're watching. Maybe they're like watching like location-based tweeting, or like there's something that's getting their social media marketing team on like going before these things are even news. And
Interns.
I'm not unconvinced that they didn't flame the fire so that people would be talking about the Marlins this week. I don't think I'm unconvinced of that.
I don't necessarily think they did that for that reason. I think it's just like a consequence of what has happened. And I mean, to answer your question, all these cameras that are around and everyone watching, has that deterred people from acting poorly? Fuck no. I mean, we've definitely seen lots of we have lots of evidence that proves otherwise, right?
Do you think it actually encourages people to act more stupid?
I mean, there's a lot of people that want to be in a viral moment.
Yeah.
That is a big point.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stupid stuff that would have been recorded like 5 years later for us.
Yep.
The dad in the situation, he has now made a statement to stop harassing this woman. He's like, "Come on, guys, that's enough. It's enough."
Damn.
So he got interviewed on CBS News, and he was always saying, like, I just wanted to, I wanted to be a good example for my kids.
Right.
And I mean, he's definitely doing that. It didn't sound like that Phillies Karen is doing the same exact thing. Like that whole part of entitlement. I mean, that entitlement in general is just like something that people have definitely taken way to the extreme now. But they feel like they deserve something based off of some kind of delusion in their head. Like that's a big part of society right now. Is like everyone just thinks they're fucking entitled to what they want.
Like, what about this this guy?
The participation trophy ruined our generation.
We'll talk about the other situation.
You are not wrong.
Did you guys see the video of this grown man who is apparently a construction company CEO who literally just snatched a hat that was getting given to a child at the U.S. Open?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Crazy.
That's terrible.
crazy.
And then he was like, "Oh, I didn't realize that was going on." And then he like gave the hat back and he apologized. Like, fucker only apologized because he got caught.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yep.
Be better, people. Be better.
Yes.
Do you give the ball up when some crazy lady's yelling at you in front of your kid?
No.
No.
I mean, he did almost right away. He just didn't want to deal with her, which I don't know what I would do.
Dude,
I don't know. I
mean-
don't do that much crazy in my life.
he did a good he did a good job at de-escalating. I was like,
he didn't
no,
really
fuck you,
yell
lady.
back.
Get out of here.
yeah.
He
Get out
didn't
of
punch
here.
her in the face, which he almost wanted
Get
to in the
outta
beginning and like reacted.
I could never get myself
He
to
would-
resort to violence for that, but I would like, come on. I definitely try to at least reason with her and be like, it's a kid. Come on. If you didn't take advantage of your opportunities when you were an adorable little kid, then you should have gone to more baseball games or done more things or to ask your parents to go to like more training camps or something.
I had someone cut me in the line for my at the coffee place today. I was like, fuck no, get behind me.
You don't realize that their time is more important than yours, Mark.
I
That's
say
all.
that shit.
No,
all the
my time is definitely more important than theirs.
I'll let them.
Pete, don't die.
It's go time.
I swallowed beer down the wrong pipe. Okay, I'm alive.
All right. Here's another fake sponsor, Snackapult. A spring-loaded catapult for launching snacks across the room. Snackapult. When your chips deserve airtime.
That sounds
All right,
amazing.
Mark, new
That one
goal.
did sound
Okay.
amazing.
Can we make this?
New goal. When you get an item from your ads, you need to ask ChatGPT to make a picture of it. And we'll post the pictures.
Yes, give us prototypes.
Give us prototypes. Give me a prototype of the Snackapult, please. You can just ask it right now.
Are we gonna have a new page just for our fake sponsors?
Yes! I want to do
Actually,
it.
that'd be pretty funny. Like this week's
You pick
fake
your
sponsors.
favorite- you pick your favorite, post the ad, and a picture. We'll put it on the
right.
website. Tell us if you like it, guys. I'll put it in the comment
I
section.
love it.
And topics. Some are brought up by me. Some are brought up by you. No man has full. Next topic. Sorry, Pete. I just ended it like that.
I thought you were gonna keep. I was ready for the next line.
I know.
That's a great
So
song.
unfortunately, it's my turn to bum everyone out as gun violence seems to be in the headlines again. But possibly a
boy.
new wrinkle in the debate over the right to bear arms has been formed as conservative activist Charlie Kirk was fatally shot while speaking at Utah Valley University in what authorities are calling a targeted rooftop attack. So everyone, with the suspect still at large and questions swirling about motive and security, what does this mean for public safety in America, and do we feel this event will somehow impact policy?
It'll impact absolutely nothing. Nothing is ever going to change. I had an interesting question about this that I asked someone today. All the horrible things that Charlie Kirk has said about children dying in gun violence and all the rhetoric he's been spewing the last few months. If he's a true believer, if we could somehow talk to him after his death, do you think he would still say that his death was worth gun violence, gun rights?
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, that's the irony in this whole situation is he was advocating for exactly what happened. That's going to be the big
question for all conservatives, right? It's that are true believers in the Second Amendment.
Right. Now, this said, this does not give credence to people shooting people for solutions. Like, this was a horrible, tragic event. Like,
listen, I think we're at a real tipping point as a country. I mean, we look like a third world nation.
We've been that for a couple of years.
Based
or
off
at least
of
a
what this shooter had to do to kill Charlie Kirk, this was not from a third world country. This was a well thought out plan, and he would probably still be at large had it not been for a social media video where they see this shadowy figure on a rooftop from far away. That's probably where what the alleged shooter shot.
I've been very
from.
curious. I've heard
it's
mixed
terrifying
about the difficulty of this shot.
150 feet away.
No, but like some are saying really not that difficult, and he did miss a little, right? And obviously, I think he's going for his head.
He hit enough.
Well, right, but like he's shooting for his head, he gets his neck. I mean, I'm just saying. I think that while the attack was planned, obviously, just this back and forth killing of politicians needs to end. It just needs to stop. And I think that all it's going to do is escalate.
So I said this before.
Yeah.
I've said this before, which John has censored me.
You guys realize, like,
It
I don't,
seems like
I don't
it's
want to
happened.
minimize this.
Mm.
Like,
Don't minimize. Talk.
we're talking about one guy that got shot. Not a good
Mhm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
How many people died in the same day in Chicago?
I was gonna say, wasn't it like hours later
Right.
that there
How
was
many people
another
died in a car
public
accident?
shooting?
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you're
that's an
talking gun
accident.
violence, you could look at the same day in a lot of other places.
Yeah.
Like, stinks.
Well,
Now,
The amount of
Well,
children that died the week
Park-
before in Minnesota.
Yeah. I heard a quote that I think is poignant to this, and it was basically America gave up on any kind of gun control when they made it perfectly acceptable to kill a bunch of children during Columbine. Like, we suck as a country. The fact that there was an immediate and pretty much permanent ironclad gun legislation in place and enforced the
I was
next
gonna bum
day
everyone out.
after that happened. I mean, we were still in high school when that happened. And like, how long ago was that? We're old. This shit's even worse now.
We is old.
You're old.
Okay, I'm old, but you know, you guys are still fine. But still, it's been a long time.
No, I'm old.
Like,
I mean,
how are we still talking about this?
There was also a planned assassination on a presidential candidate last year, and did that change anything?
I was going to say, it's tough because this is so normalized, right?
Unfortunately,
like,
yes.
Yeah.
Like, another well-known person got shot. And it's like, I guess that hasn't happened in a month or so. Horrible.
Yeah, it just sounds like one of the signs, like 0 days since last political violent event.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean,
But why are we voting for politicians that are they're going to do absolutely nothing? I told John I wasn't going to go down that road, and yet I have.
There we go.
All right, but all right. The question kind of goes back. Do we feel this is going to change anyone's opinion on public
No.
events?
it's not
You
even
don't.
going to be news next week. Nobody's going to even be talking about it
Why was this news? Do we feel like if
because it
someone
happened
else
yesterday.
I
I
think
guess, but I mean, just like you said, like the
talked
shooting
about-
in Minnesota didn't
We
get a
talked
lot
about the
of
dead. We talked about the dead children in Minnesota for a couple of days.
There was an attempted gunman at UMass Lowell today,
Yeah.
or maybe it was UMass Boston. I that didn't really make headlines.
I think it may be the proximity to Trump's orbit, which just seems to always be this
100%.
sensational headline.
I mean,
that
I said this
made
again
this
today.
bigger
to
than
people.
than other similar horrific
I'm disappointed
events.
in the New York. I'm disappointed in the New York Yankees. Moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. Not that he doesn't deserve it, but they didn't do it for the politicians that died in Minnesota. They didn't do it for the
Yeah.
children, but they did it for this rich guy. Trump's there tonight. They won for Trump.
Yay.
You know,
Ugh.
but you know, billionaires gonna billionaire. They're sticking together. You know, he probably.
I mean,
knows
but Oak, you're
billionaires.
absolutely right.
Mm.
This gun violence has become normalized in this country. Like, it's like we're not even phased by it anymore.
Guys,
Isn't that
violence has
awful?
become violence
Isn't
has
that
become
awful?
normalized. A
Yeah.
20-year-old girl got stabbed to death on a bus, and nobody did anything about it yesterday.
Oh yeah, I did
mean,
hear about that. That Jesus.
Well, I mean, he did
She
get arrested.
literally died. She literally died while people were sitting on the bus trying not to look at her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these are just the things
that
that
wasn't in New York City. That was in
Right.
Charlotte.
these are just the things that
Right.
our constituents and or our Congress people and whatever and government people are condoning in this country. The things that we're enabling in other countries, that's a whole other can of worms.
Oh, that's a whole other political bomb. There.
Yeah, like it's bad enough here. It's like our shitty mindset policy and numbness to this is like now starting to spread to other leaders and countries, and it's pretty sick. Not starting, it's been.
All right, is everyone officially bummed out now?
Sir,
It's well done.
Is that time?
Well, at least we didn't end the
you're
show
not
with a
bummed out
terrible topic.
it's been.
Sorry, Mark.
All
Now
right,
you have to sing
hold on.
after
Let me
that.
do a song. Let me do a song. You know, I wish I had the next topic. I want to lead the next topic. Why can't I find a topic like that?
I don't know if that was in sync because of Discord, but I tried.
It was pretty good.
It's close.
It was pretty good. All right, we're gonna do another. Yeah. So after wildfires and immigration raids, there have been calls for LA to withdraw from hosting the 2028 Olympic Games. With less than 3 years until the event, and LA having to pay to balance a $1 billion deficit. Planning and preparations do continue. The IOC is allowing venue naming rights, and the LA 28, which is the private organization responsible for sponsoring the games, has contracted more than 70% of its $2.5 billion sponsorship goal. While they can't obviously back out, is there some truth to maybe they should? With the Olympics coming a few months before the next presidential election, and with California bound to be a center of that battle, does an LA Olympics hurt or help the Democrats?
I don't know.
I'm not sure it has any effect on.
Does it? Yeah. Does it
them.
really affect things that much?
I mean, Gavin Newsom is going to be the Democratic nominee, right?
Really?
I feel like
I mean,
it is
he might
trending.
run
It's
for
trending that way.
Democrat. I don't know if he's going to be the nominee though.
Who's going to be the nominee?
To be honest, I don't know. I
think
mean, I
there are
can't think
Is
of
plenty
Cuomo going to be Is Cuomo going to be a Democrat again?
Oh, fuck
that
no.
guy.
No. There and mind you, there are plenty of better candidates in my opinion. But Newsom is
Then Gavin Newsom?
Yes, but Newsom is the loudest, so I guess that's what we have.
He's white, he's young, and he's handsome.
That doesn't make him any better.
Listen, we'll take anything we can get at this point.
I mean, short of an earthquake, like
And here's
splitting
another-
Los Angeles in half. There's no way the Olympics aren't going to happen.
No, you just
anyway.
jinxed it now. Now the big one's finally going to happen in California.
Here's another
go,
thing.
"Woo."
He's the first one who was standing toe-to-toe with Donald Trump.
Bernie was, but
He doesn't give a fuck what he says. He makes fun of him openly on his social media. And I love it. I'm here for it.
that part I do love. Yes,
So
but
I think
you
those
thought we
are,
were done
like-
being
does
bummed
does
out.
that affect the Olympics though? Is the question though?
No, what
This
I'm
is
saying though,
nothing
No. That wasn't the question.
Oh, does the Olympics affect that?
well, I guess, should LA figure out is it fiscally responsible for LA to continue in the Olympics after all the money that they
The
are
Olympics
behind?
How
are
is it gonna
not
yeah, how-
fiscally
how's-
responsible.
How is it they're
Period.
going to recoup that money though?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, the Olympics are not fiscally responsible. They're going to spend $2.5 billion on a 2-week party.
Yeah.
No, but like they never really have been. For probably 50 years.
Right.
Like,
You're
it's-
still making a lot,
built up
shit ton of
stuff.
money.
Some people are making a shit ton of money.
yes. Yes. Thank you.
Well, the city of Los Angeles will make a shit ton of money off of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're going to
wildfires-
recoup all the money that they've invested and whatnot, but
No, but
they're going to make a lot of money.
why does everything have to generate a profit?
Well, Austin Eckler's hurt. I'm going to turn that.
That's
whatever
that's what today is. I mean, I'm very sad in the fact that I believe I've said this on the show before. I don't get the point of the Olympics anymore. It's just one giant. It to me, it almost seems like a giant Ponzi scheme now, and it's just
Right,
people are competing, and I don't really know what they're competing for.
Well, I think if you ask the athletes, it
nationhood
still
and-
means a lot, but it's like the hoopla around it. Maybe that could be better.
Yes. Breaking is the most important thing there is.
Yeah,
I was
right,
so
for a lot
Boston was
of the competition, the people competing in it, right? Yeah, that's the big stage.
Boston was a candidate to host the 2024 Olympics, and I remember the only reason why I would have been excited if they did that is because they would have probably finally fixed the T.
Talking about Olympics, talking about the last one. Let's talk about Atlanta for a second.
Oh, I know.
Going back to that famous one.
All
yeah.
that infrastructure.
Well, and also the bombing and stuff.
Right?
Like
Yeah.
that was a big deal. Like that was
Yeah.
that was something that lasted a long time, right?
Yeah, they made a
Per
movie
se.
about that
about it.
a couple years
More
ago.
than one person were in.
Richard Jewell.
Yeah. LA is probably what? You're gonna guess like 5 times more expensive?
Oh, at least at this point.
Like,
Bigger city. It's been
than
30
Atlanta
years
or
later.
Paris?
I was saying Atlanta.
Oh, compared to, yeah, I mean, that's 30 years difference.
More than
yeah.
5. More than 5.
Yeah, bigger market, bigger, just 30 years later. Yeah, it's the world's a very different place than even 1996.
I don't even think it cost them $1 billion to build that infrastructure in Atlanta.
No, but does LA already have some of the infrastructure in place? Like, I mean, they've got gorgeous stadiums they could use, or are they going to have to build their own for that?
Yeah, they have the nearby colleges that they're going to utilize. The biggest thing that I've heard about the Olympics is they're supposed to get rid of cars.
What? Just
has
what?
anyone else heard that? Like they're gonna use a bunch of EVs. I guess like
EVs
I'm sorry,
are cars too, Mark.
Gas vehicles.
Yeah.
They're going
EVs
to
are
use
cars
nothing
too,
but
man.
EVs for this or something like that. I don't know.
it's fine. That just means they need more of them, right?
Yeah.
And then there's going to be like this huge parking lot of them at the end because we used them for 2 weeks.
I mean, will those get sold at a very cheap price to people that can't afford EVs normally? I mean, that would be
if
good.
we're talking about burnt out Olympic stadiums, we can talk about Olympic Stadium in Montreal.
Oh, that thing? Yeah, that's
I think homeless people live in it now.
Has like nature overtaken it by this point, or is they just keeping it clean on the outside?
Like
It's it's in downtown Montreal. What nature?
End of
that's
days
true.
style.
It's like the Colosseum in Rome, where like people use it for like random shit over a couple thousand years, and like God knows what the hell happened in there. There was like a church at one point. There was like a town in there at one point.
All right, so the Olympics don't make money. It has nothing to do with the election, and they're going to get rid of cars. This is our takeaways.
Yeah, but I still think the Olympics is important.
The thing most offensive is the cars.
Yeah, that will actually have a lasting impact. But no, I mean, like, I still think the
honestly,
Olympics should happen if that was a question in here.
I definitely think it affects the election.
I guess
I'm not going to say no,
but
I don't see the direct correlation.
I guess
I just think
we could see if Newsom may have an opportunity at that point to use it as some kind of platform. I don't know how effective it's going to be. I guess we'll have to.
It's all about eyes. I mean,
I
it's
guess
a popularity contest.
Well, we'll see if he can figure out a way to take advantage
popular
of it.
because he figured out a social media campaign that people cared about.
Now, will the primary have already happened then? Like, would we know whether or not he would be the candidate at that point? Yeah,
it's the summer of summer of
28. Because that'd be in April.
So yes,
okay,
he will be the candidate.
Right. So,
and I think he's a candidate today, unless he Cuomo's it up and hugs an intern.
so it's a little more than hugging.
Dude, there's a lot of time for terrible people to do terrible things.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Oak with the one-liners to end every topic, man. Killing it.
That's why we love him.
Yes.
He knows why he's here.
Let's talk, man, talk. We're gonna talk to you, pop. We're gonna talk to you, drop. We're gonna rock this town for next topic.
Is this 1981 or 1951?
Yeah.
That was Brian Setzer, or not Brian. Stray Cats.
Really?
Yep. All right, and now for something completely different. Activision Blizzard has officially teamed up with Paramount to bring Call of Duty to the big screen.
Ooh.
Now we've seen such work at
Live action.
Live
Okay.
action.
Yes.
Live action. Now
Side note: Activision Blizzard isn't a thing anymore. It's Microsoft.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Microsoft. Anyway, Call of Duty is coming to the big screen in live action. Now we've seen certain video games come to the big screen, such as the most recent Super Mario Bros. Movie, Minecraft, and Sonic the Hedgehog. And then there were ones that we would like to forget, such as Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and the Bob Hoskins versions of Super Mario Bros.
Hey, I think the first Mortal Kombat movie was pretty enjoyable.
Do we like the idea of a set of movies being based on the Call of Duty video games? made by Microsoft.
IP movies are almost invariably bad.
Yeah, if they don't suck, which, okay.
I mean, do you guys remember
There's a lot of moving
movie?
parts, right?
Do you guys remember the Dune
Script is
movie?
written
I
by
remember
Copilot.
of it. I never saw it.
Only the 5-minute first
The Rock
person
in that one?
sequence. Yeah,
Right.
he was.
The Rock was in it. There was a 5-minute first person sequence, and it was glorious.
I mean, that part
Also,
of it alone made it worth it, I think.
very bad. Very, very bad. Do you remember the Prince of Persia movie with what's his face?
Again, I remember of it. Never saw it.
Oh,
but no
Jake
one's a big fan.
Gyllenhaal, right?
with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
That was bad. It was bad. It was just bad.
Well, that was his first mistake right there.
I would. Sorry, I hit
IP
you
movies
too
are
late on that. I'm
almost
sorry.
always bad. Now here's the thing.
Shows though have done well. The Last of Us and Fallout. Those have been very
Last of Us,
successful
very
video
good.
game and
The
Fallout as well.
Fallout.
Yep, very good at
Very
video
good.
game adaptations.
I think it just all really depends. Depends on the team.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that
I-
depends, right? There's. Go ahead.
So
Oak.
this is war. This is a war movie.
hmm
People love war, and it's just going to be shooting and blowing up. You know, it's like a darker Marvel movie. Doesn't have to be really good. You just got to blow up and kill things.
Yeah,
So,
it's probably going to
here's-
make a
here's a
shit ton of
question.
money at the box
Here's
office.
a question: do they go with like some sort of real serious voice, like a war movie voice? Do they go like superhero voice? Like there's these super soldiers that have to do a mission. Like what is the
and
voice?
do they
of this
hire
movie?
Pete's company to do the video effects?
Yeah, will I end up doing visual effects on it? That's the real question.
I hope so, Pete. With your
I
with
mean,
your
that-
two nerd Oscars under your belt, I
There you
think
go.
that you're on your way.
Have you guys done a Paramount movie before?
That's a good question. I'd have to look. We may have, yeah.
But you're
Yeah.
right. It absolutely depends, right?
Yeah, I guess-
Like who's
well,
going to be in it?
But the games
Who's going
have
to
gone.
write it? Who's going to direct it?
Now,
Mhm.
are the game stories good? Because now we have things like the League of Legends show, Arcane, which is very, very good, very, very well written.
Did they take some liberty? But League of Legends is like more of a competitor kind of arena style thing. Like, is there really that much story that they had to work off of?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know.
MOBAs
I don't know the lore back in League of Legends.
League of
I assume
Legends is
there's
a
something.
MOBA, and MOBAs have a built-in that every character is very, very well designed. Right, the characters all have backstory and they all have interactions. And,
Sure, but does that yield a cohesive plot that they could have drawn on, or did they have to do a lot of imaginative?
Arcane was a really, really good show. You should watch it. You would love it.
Oh,
you
I
would
know.
really love it. It's really good.
I know it's very successful. My question is, the writers and showrunners and producers on that, like, did they pretty much have a cookie cut story to work with, or did they have to do a lot of heavy lifting on their end to make a cohesive plot out of all of these cool backstories for these individual characters?
No, I think that what they did is, and you don't know, but there's a character and her sister. They have a very interesting story, which they just delved into.
Okay.
And actually, they're going to continue with these intertwined stories, and they're going to do different locations and different characters now, because they took this one pretty much all the way to the end.
So,
God,
I was going to say, Call of Duty, the game plots, from what I've seen. I mean, I don't play the game regularly. We have friends that do, but they seem pretty intense and serious. Like, they strive to make it darker and gritty and more realism, less superhero-y. It's more like war sucks. Like, you're in the middle of it. Good luck. So I feel like a movie trying to comic book guys it, if that's a term, it would do a disservice to the game. And I feel like that's a risk that a lot adaptations seem to just not take their source material seriously, especially from video games. So I could see that as being a potential issue with this, unless
Last of Us was good because that was directed by a man who loved the story. Like, Last of Us is good because the showrunner is the director of the game. It's the same guy.
They actually got the people that worked on the game to work
Pedro
on
Pascal.
the show. It's a big yes.
I mean, Pedro Pascal is not the best part of The Last of Us.
You know, if Call of Duty,
Yeah,
if Call of Duty hires Pedro Pascal, then maybe this has a shot, right?
Maybe.
I mean, here's the
I feel
deal.
like
it's gonna make a shitload.
Dunkirk.
Who's it going to be?
Yeah, Dunkirk.
It's going to be Dunkirk.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah.
It's not going to be Band of Brothers. It's not going to be like the really.
So it's going to be directed by
big,
Christopher
wild
Nolan.
one. It's just going to be kind of depressing. People are going to die. Stuff's going to blow up. People will go see it. It's not going to do amazing, it'll be like okay.
They'll-
So what
they'll get
do
a
we
return
think
on their
about
investment,
the general idea about a Call of Duty movie? Does this excite us? Does this not excite us? Or are we kind of indifferent?
I
guess
am
I'm
completely indifferent.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
give a
kind of
shit about
indifferent
it at
on
all.
It's one of those
Like
where
it
like
all.
I'd watch it if it got these huge accolades and everybody's like, "This
Will I
is the most
$13?
amazing thing
Will
ever."
I $13 watch it? I don't know.
No, but I'll watch it on streaming later probably because I never get out.
$13 in Albany
$13.50.
cost after taxes.
No.
I'm honestly surprised it took this long for this to happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is
everybody-
one of the biggest franchises of the last 2 decades, right?
It has had staying power like magic
So here's
in the
thing.
video game realm.
Right. Yeah.
If you guys remember last year and Microsoft trying to buy Activision Blizzard with all its might, and the big block to this purchase was Call of Duty,
Yeah.
and now that the purchase went through, the first thing they do is make a motion picture. This is not a mistake. This is
No.
all in the plan.
Do you feel
This is
like
all
this
part of their
was?
plan?
Do you feel
They're
like
gonna
the beginning of this was pitched day one that they had the official ownership?
Pitch day one.
This is what
Let's
Thanos
buy-
wanted.
Let's buy. This is what Nadala wanted. Let's buy a big game company. Let's buy their biggest IP. Let's make it a movie, and then let's make a game right after that, man. And we'll do multi-level marketing, and we'll just churn money, man. And that's what'll happen.
Yeah.
Well, it'll happen if it's a success.
No, people love shitty things.
Still
Doesn't
gonna get
happen.
like number
So
4.
wait. You think that this Call of Duty movie, because it's only a success if they can build a franchise out of it? And
Mark, there's
make
been 11
multiple movies.
No, there's been 12 Mortal Kombat games since they've been numbering from 1. There's been 5 Mortal Kombat movies. Not one of them was good.
Oh,
Not
yeah, I
one
still
of
think
them.
the first one was good.
Hey! The first one, solid. Shut your mouth.
I agree. I
mean-
like the first movie.
Solid.
I mean, the idea. Okay, let's. The idea of a movie star who's good at karate, fighting demons with hacksaws for hats.
Awesome.
It's not better than
Dave.
It's not worse than Call of Duty.
Yeah,
it's
like
not.
you could do worse.
It's gonna make $1 million. People love shitty things.
Many
Mortal
millions. of
Kombat
dollars.
is invariably
Need more than $1 million for it to be a successful movie.
Yeah.
shitty things.
And it
It is a shitty thing that people like.
and it
because
locked
it's
in the
fun.
most epic theme song ever. Mortal Kombat. Dun 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 dun.
I mean, there's an old Asian guy
Yeah,
who
right.
shoots lightning bolts out of his butt.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
And
come on.
wasn't the last line in that first movie? I don't think so. As he's like firing lightning at some guy like into the screen, and then it goes to credits. Smash to black.
They're brothers. They're ninja brothers. Who one is a dead guy with hooks, and the other one is an ice cube.
Amazing.
I mean,
Scorpion.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah, Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
That's what
I
we're
mean,
saying, John. That's all. Like that movie was awesome.
mean-
it didn't
I
even
mean
need a plot.
Sub-Zero.
It didn't matter.
I mean, Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero was fun as fuck.
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero pissed people off.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only thing that could torpedo this is if people get too greedy and try to make this like what Mark was talking about, a Christopher Nolan movie.
No, don't
Put
make it
too
smart.
much money behind this.
No, it can be expensive. Don't make it
Or
smart.
Ben Affleck gets involved.
Okay. Don't
make
too.
it Black Hawk. Don't make it Black Hawk Down. Make it Fast and the
Right.
Furious
So,
5.
so you're saying it can be dark, intense explosions, but don't be too serious or take itself too seriously.
It needs to be America fuck yeah, and somebody needs to put a shotgun in somebody else's face. I mean, it needs to be
Right.
like gratuitous and bloody and
John, we
awesome.
just talked about gun violence. You can't say that.
you brought up Call of Duty. But you mean maybe
Like,
that's the
"Gun's
reason,
bad. Gun movie.
right?
And then
You know,
they'll be
there
set
needs
up
to
for
be
the.
a
These
guy.
things are not related at all.
There needs to be a guy with a John Cena jawline and some girl with big boobs. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what we want from our gun movies.
Wouldn't that be John Cena?
Yep.
It's probably going to be Reacher Guy, right? He'll be in there.
Oh, it's definitely going to be
Oh.
Reacher Guy.
And that'll set it up for the sequel. More calls, more duty.
What is his name? He's 100 million feet tall.
Alan
Swartzman? No. Alan Richardson.
No.
Yes.
I don't think it's Richardson. I think it's like Richer or something like that. Hold on.
Rickman.
What is Rick? I don't know. Don't we have a research department, John?
I'm working on it.
Hold on. I'm still back in the MLB standings on my website.
Alan Richardson. Alan Richardson. So
Okay.
we were both wrong.
I was closer.
And Alan Richardson is 6'3" and like
super massive.
a million pounds.
75.
Super
I remember
massive,
when he
yes.
was in Blue Mountain State. That really raunchy comedy that had to do with that was essentially making fun of Boise State football. And it was like on Spike. You guys remember Spike?
He's 6'3",
Spike TV,
235, Alan Richardson. 6'3", 235.
He's only 235?
Yeah, and he has an 18-pack, man. That man has so many
18.
muscles.
He's a large man.
Woo, mama.
So like he could have been in the movie
Anyway.
300 and they wouldn't have missed a beat.
No CG at all.
And enough
John?
abs for that.
He'd have to dye his hair, though.
Mm.
I know it's
What time it
Like, he
is?
can't be blonde.
Right. What key are you guys in?
It's the final topic. That time John clipped.
Well, it's like right up here.
Yeah, Mark did not clip though.
I don't have a fancy processor because Pete doesn't love me.
I'm sorry. I'll buy you a fancy processor next.
Well, I also sang from like here.
Yeah, and I did not. All right, so I don't think Mark read my questions, but that's fine.
I did read your questions.
I don't think you did. We talked about all my questions in your first question. JJ McCarthy's first game as a starting NFL quarterback was a roller coaster ride. So after a useless first half, highlighted by a Chicago pick six, McCarthy stormed back in the fourth quarter with 2 passing TDs and a rushing one. This is the first time a debuting quarterback since Cam Newton recorded the same exact scoring plays. He was also the first player in NFL history with 2 passing 10-yard plus passing touchdowns and a 10-yard plus rushing touchdown in the fourth quarter of a game. So what can we take away from this play by McCarthy? Is he at a disadvantage to have been hurt his entire rookie season, and can anyone even could play quarterback for the Vikings?
I mean, having Justin Jefferson as your wide receiver one definitely makes things easier. We'll say that right away.
Well, that was a turnaround, right? When he suddenly realized that he had Justin Jefferson and he could just throw to him, even if he had 2 people covering him.
It's
'Cause
like
Justin Jefferson is always open.
Oh, I found the easy button. Just boop, 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 boop. Points. Cool.
I mean, it did take him a long time to figure.
Literally, what Baker Mayfield said about Mike Evans last season when he had that huge first game in the first like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
He said, Mike,
All the more impressive. Evans has been doing this for what, 11 years? It's incredible. But yes,
I mean, the Chicago defense is a little suspect, and in the fourth quarter. I mean, listen, this is what happens with NFL teams. They get a little bit they feel a little bit too safe for the fourth quarter. They play a little safer version of their defense. I mean, that's another reason why Buffalo came back. Baltimore decided to play a safer version of their own defense, and that's when people come back. That's been happening more and more. Like these NFL teams doing these major comebacks in the fourth quarter.
I'd argue in the Baltimore Bills case real quick is I think their offense got too complacent and as opposed to the defense. The Bills
both. The offense got complacent too.
The Bills offense
Like you score
adjusted.
40 points, you think you're good.
Yeah, right. And then we don't need to do it anymore. And then all of a sudden, oh shit, what's happening?
I think I heard a stat that, and not to talk about the Bills and Ravens again intentionally, but that the Ravens are the first team in NFL history to score at least 40 points and rush for at least 230 yards and lose.
Yeah, there was a stat where it's now 277-1, and the Ravens are the 1.
Imagine that.
Wow.
Imagine that. But
let's get back to McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy. Yeah, I mean, what a great story. The fact that he's a Chicago boy. He comes back to his hometown and comes from behind to win the game. I mean, I think this also had a lot to do with Caleb Williams not necessarily being 100% comfortable as an NFL quarterback, because he definitely
Is he ever going to be?
In the first half he seemed all right, and then the second half he just regressed to his old
I'm not
self.
sure he's that good.
I just maybe that's the problem. Like I don't understand what's like something's up with Chicago. Like there's too much talent around him to suck or be this like wishy-washy at this point.
I'm not sure he's that good. And so there was all this talk in the preseason about how they had to, and yes, sure, the Ben Johnson offense is very complicated. He added a lot of changes, but they were at quarter speed like almost through week 4, and it was news that they were not practicing at full speed yet.
Is he just not processing fast enough? Like, sorry, you're an NFL quarterback. You got to be able to get this stuff.
Sure, right? Maybe he's incredibly physically gifted, right? He is tall, and
that's what seems to be the issue, is the fact that he's
here,
reverting back to thinking he is the most athletic person on the field, and in the NFL that is not always going to be the case
anymore.
Right. And so in a world where Caleb Williams is not a very smart quarterback, when you got guys like Jaden Daniels and Jordan Love making good decisions who are also very athletic, right?
And apparently JJ McCarthy, who suddenly had his breakthrough moment in the second half and was like, I said earlier, I know Kung Fu.
Here's the thing,
he
right?
Just figured it out.
JJ McCarthy has always been this guy, right? He was very, very draftable in 23. And it's unfortunate that he didn't play in 24, but he got drafted by a really good team with a really good offensive scheme, with a really good offensive, tons of really good skill players. I mean, I think he's going to have a really good year. I almost picked him up on waivers, but he's literally taken in all the leagues that I'm in. I'm just like, oh,
if he was healthy and we saw this, like based on the trajectory and the promise that we've seen from this first game, could you imagine what last year would have done with that team? Like they made it far. The Vikings did very well with Sam Darnold.
Sam fucking Darnold.
Yeah, and I don't think Sam Darnold's bad. He went third overall himself. Like there's potential. Like Darnold has talent as well, but it sounds like McCarthy maybe would have been even higher ceiling than that. Like they might have beat Detroit in that game.
And I guess maybe that's what I'm saying. Like, can anyone play in Minnesota? Right? Like,
Kevin McCarthy is a phenomenal coach.
Yeah.
Is that comeback and those 3 touchdowns, is that more Minnesota or more JJ, or is it both?
I mean, I think it's a combination, right? JJ suddenly kind of figuring it out, but I'm sure the coaching adjustments helped a ton. I mean, and obviously your personnel. Dude, Jordan Addison would be a wide receiver 1 on the Bills. He's their wide receiver 2 by a long shot on the Vikings.
Yeah.
He's a good, really good receiver. And Jefferson is elite.
We've seen now Kevin O'Connell do this with JJ McCarthy, Sam Darnold, and Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's the coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
It reminds me a lot.
It's the coaching.
Right. It's like the 49ers, how you're just like, you just put anyone put anybody in there. We're just going to scheme them open anyway. The Rams, to an extent, with that too. Although they have, Matt Stafford, who's a future Hall of Famer quarterback there now, but still. They got to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff in his rookie year, pretty much.
The Rams are so weird too, right?
Second year, whatever it was.
You got to assume that one day Stafford's arm's going to fall off. But they're still good.
Oh,
right?
His arm's fine. It's his back that's going to fall off first.
Like, what round was Kyren Williams drafted in? The 3rd or the 4th?
Just like what?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyren Williams was not a top candidate, and he is a top running back in the NFL. I mean, Amarian no, that's a different team.
Hampton is very early in the draft. But right. There's always going to be diamonds in the rough in the draft.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant himself.
I still maintain, by the way, that Brock Purdy is just an average quarterback.
Tom Brady.
Okay, yeah, but that is the diamond. That's like the super diamond hidden in the diamond in the rough.
You're a super diamond hidden in the bigger diamond.
Super diamond. Sorry. Probably would have been a hit song in 1981. Oh.
Hey-o.
Do we love
So
that
that is-
Jaden Daniels and Micah Parsons are best
We're not
friends?
done.
Oh yeah.
No, I just watching them like be best friends, and I'm like, I love that they're best friends.
Everyone's best friends after the game.
I mean, Parsons like yes.
No, but they are. Micah Parsons and Jaden Daniels are actual friends. I think
I'm sure.
I mean,
It's
Jane's probably like glad as like, I'm so glad I don't have to face you 2 times a year anymore.
Yeah. Also, like, thank God this game's over. And Parsons is like, sorry, I kicked the shit out of you there. You want to get a beer after this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mark, play us off.
So that has been our topics. We will be back in 2 weeks with our friend Peter Pond. In the meantime, you can catch up on our old episodes on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/@iftheseballspod. If These Balls Pod. That's right. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe to us by tickling that little bell. We'd like to thank our guests for joining us this week. Thank you, Oak.
Thanks, Oak.
Thanks, Oak.
You can follow like us on our socials at If These Balls Pod on X, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Our website is www.iftheseballscouldtalkpod.com. This is Mark Pesci, and for my partner, Sean Companion, producer Pete Stephan, that's what we feel they would say if these balls could talk. Good night, everyone.
Good night, all.
Chicks and dirt. Chicks and dirt.
Catchable balls.
If these balls